Hello there folks, just starting my engine here. Hope you're doing well. I've been a bit under the weather for the last few days, and when you're under the weather you need cheering up, and I got cheered up today because something I've been very much looking forward to is the 2021 Assetto Corsa showcase, which was on several platforms today, including YouTube and Facebook. And there was an interview with Marco Massaruto, executive manager and co-founder of Kunos Simulations, talking about the future of Assetto Corsa and Assetto Corsa Competizione, which I'm in right now. This is a game which I have always liked, didn't get on with amazingly at first, but have over the last couple of years really fallen in love with. For me it's getting better and better and better, and I'm very pleased to hear, I'm very excited to hear some of the news that he announced today. He has confirmed that there will be more DLC coming for Assetto Corsa Competizione. This includes about 6 or 7 new cars. One of those cars is going to be totally for free, and that car is the Bmw M4 Gt3. Now, we already have the Class 1 version of that car for free in R Factor 2. They will be bringing out the GT3 version as soon as BMW have finished their development on it. Now, Marco said that BMW are working very closely with them on this car, as they want it to be as realistic as possible. So he said it may come out in the last quarter of this year, if not the first quarter of next year. He also said that the other 6-ish odd cars are going to be very different cars. He used the word very different cars. Now that's kind of exciting, because he did mention that they're looking to renew their license agreement with the SRO. So could that possibly mean GT2 cars? We can only hope. Maybe I'm getting a bit too optimistic, but any new cars for this sim I will be putting my money straight down on, because this sim is really satisfying the hell out of me at the moment. And with that deal, will that mean new tracks? I don't know. I'm not going to say anything about that, because he did not mention anything about new tracks. I know there are a lot of people on the forums wondering about new American tracks, and it would be amazing to have some of those tracks in this sim. Also, people have mentioned European tracks like Mandicours, and I would love to see that track in this sim, because I was introduced to that track through GTR2 by Simbin, and I absolutely love the flow of that track, but nothing was mentioned about that. Excuse me, losing my back end a bit there. So I'm not going to say, but he also mentioned that DLSS, or DLSS, did I say that right? Yes. For RTX cards from Nvidia will be implemented into the game. This is great news for those of us with those cards who would like to see better frame rates, especially in VR. As we all know, this game has some problems with VR. You really have to work hard with the graphics settings to try and get it run smoothly. I'll try and leave a video about that at the end, or a link to another video I made about that at the end of this one. But it's all really exciting news. He also confirmed, and this is no secret I know, but he also confirmed that there will be a new Assetto Corsa game coming in the future. I'm not sure what to make of that, because he said that game will be focusing on gameplay. Didn't say physics, he said gameplay. So I don't know, maybe that'll be aimed more at the console market, I don't know, because they also did announce that they are bringing out the mobile version of Assetto Corsa, or a mobile version based on the original Assetto Corsa. And I know a lot of us PC users aren't interested in stuff like that, but maybe that will help to get people who don't even have a gaming computer, maybe they've just got a mobile phone, they might download that, get interested, get curious, and maybe possibly make them think about bringing more people to our fantastic little hobby. he also, and this was wonderful, it was really great to hear him say this. He was asked, you know, if he ever thought Assetto Corsa, the original Assetto Corsa, would be as successful as it has become. And he said if you'd asked him years ago, or if you'd have told him it would be as successful as it has been years ago, he wouldn't have believed you. And he then went on to say that the other thing he's really enjoyed seeing, and this is some real homage to all of those people who have worked and just produced some amazing upgrades and content for the original AC, like Content Manager, Soul, Shaders Patch, all of the mods that have been created for it. He said he sometimes goes on YouTube, looks at videos of AC as it is now, and thinks to himself, is that our game? He actually said that like he can barely believe it's their game. So that was really nice to hear, because some of the work that's been done on that sim is amazing. But yeah, I am so excited to hear that we will be getting new content. I'm very excited to hear about the DLSS. Would have liked to have heard that we might be getting something like the ability to create a free online lobby or server with controls from inside the game. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. As he said, the system they've got for the PC version, this is quite important, the PC version works well enough as it is, but they are implementing that for console users, so you'll be able to set up your own server on a console. So that'll be good for people on consoles. I know my friend Stuart, he's a console user, and he's seen some of my Assetto Corsa Composizione videos and is very interested, so that'd be good for people like him and those of you with consoles. Also, for those of you with consoles, there will be a graphics upgrade as well to the engine. I'm quite sure I understand what that is, but it's going to produce a very smooth 60 frames per second. So good news for all you guys, and that will be free to everyone who, you know, they wouldn't have to buy 2 copies of the game, the updated version. That was going to be a free upgrade. And it's amazing to hear that we are getting, you know, the free Bmw M4 Gt3. Very highly anticipated car. Now, I've driven the Class 1 version of that car that came out for free from Studio 397 for R Factor 2, and that thing's amazing. R Factor 2, obviously, they will be bringing out the GT3 version as well. So it'll be interesting to see the comparison between driving the GT3 version of that car in Assetto Corsa Composizione and also in R Factor 2. As we know, two simulations that both strive for realism, at least on PC. So it's all great news. Lovely to hear that they're so impressed by what the modding community has done, and the community in general, for original AC. And really exciting. For me, when this game first came out, I had it on, I didn't actually buy it, because I had it on my friends and family account with my friend Pete. Thanks, Pete. And that must have been for about a year, and I never got on with it. I loved the way it looked and everything else, but it was so hard to run. The physics seemed very sort of, either you had grip or you didn't, and curbs were a no-no. Then, of course, they upgraded to the 5-point tyre model, and all of a sudden it changed, and I was like, right, I'm buying this. And I really liked it, and when the Brit Pack came out for it, I was so happy. Those tracks and cars, absolutely fantastic. And the GT4s and the British tracks, Alton Park, amazing. Best version I've ever been on. So yeah, I'd love to see new tracks, but like I said, he didn't make mention of the new tracks, so I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think that's a possibility? And what do you think about the about these new cars? because I really did pick up on that point. Rather than saying there'll be 6 or 7 new cars, he said there will be 6 or 7 very different cars. That's just, maybe I'm getting overexcited. But the last thing that really just got me totally addicted to this game is figuring out the zero lock trick. That for me has made the steering and the force feedback so much better for me. It feels absolutely amazing now. I think I did mention that it kind of felt as good as R Factor 2 for me. And someone said, oh, that's a bit of an insult to R Factor 2, but I have to say, I love it. If you want to know what the zero lock trick is, I will leave a link to that video, both now and at the end of this one. But basically, if I turn my traction control and ABS off here, let's do that. It enables, oh, I've just changed the engine map, didn't mean to do that. Come on. Right. It's enabled me to really feel the car. I can throw these things about so much easier now and really feel what's going on. And for me, it's just totally transformed this game. For instance, stuff like this. I really feel that I can throw these things around now. And apart from just there, completely lose it, let's try a couple of control slides. There we go. Absolutely love it. I am like a kid in a sweet shop with this game at the moment. I really am. And to hear we got new cars and stuff coming, and the DLSS thing, if that upgrades or improves the VR performance, I will be so happy. I did make a video on how to make this run, or this sim run, a little bit better in VR for people struggling with it, with some settings that I found. I'll try and leave a link to that at the end of this video as well. But I don't know, what do you think about all this? I'm over the moon. The only thing I'm disappointed about is that we're going to have to wait so long for it. You know, start of next year, possibly. Maybe we'll get that BMW beforehand. Don't know. But are you happy about all of this? Are you excited? Are you as excited as I am? Or do you think I'm being way too optimistic? Let me know what you think. I'm going to just spin the car to a stop here. Well, look, here's to the future of ACC. Brilliant news. If you want this channel to survive, do me a favor and hit subscribe. May seem like a small thing to do, but it enables me to make more videos for you. By hitting that button, you can help us fly. Subscribe and keep this channel alive. Don't cost nothing, don't take no time. Come on now, keep this channel alive.